5.2, Part 2, Managing Off-Task Behavior in the Blended Environment. Now, this is a stereotypical way. Yeah, she's supposed to be working on the document, but she has her phone out. That could be off task, it could be on task, but it's a very common way today. And here are some remedies. Now, these remedies, all remedies work best if the students already know you, just saying. So do your best to let them know that you want them to succeed, know you care about them. Explain things well from the beginning of the lesson. Give them a document, minimal text supporting the images, and it can easily be scanned quickly so they can keep going back to it. Have mid-lesson check-ins so they know this is going to be happening and maybe it's a reason for them to be on task. Look at their online work documents. You might even tell them you're going to do this, not to catch them, but just to support them. And then have those discussions. This can be planned and it can be as needed, individual, small group, whole class. And then just quite simply paying attention, you, the teacher, online and face to face. So, how do you work with students who are off task? Those last ideas are part of how you would work, but basically, the teacher is paying attention, look of concern, helping the young man. So, strategies. And again, really, it's hard to separate the online and the face to face and blended because it really is that combined environment. So, one thing you can do, and again, this all branches off of them knowing that you care about them. You ask them to explain what they're doing and have them compare it to what they should be doing. You've developed your maybe you have, if you're comfortable with it, using your sense of humor with them. It could be verbally in face to face, part of the blended environment. You put comments and memes on places where they're working. Oftentimes that relieves them hearing the call to get to work more. It's better than that confrontational, just authoritarian approach. Changing the way something's explained, how to do something, the content, and trying again. And again, it's something that you're doing as needed, or you can plan it ahead of time if you want. And let them know quickly that I can use the parent contact email in the attendance system, not as a threat, but just as a support thing. So, possible strategies. No set way to use these, but again, it's all in my mind branches off of the students knowing that you care about them and them knowing you. So, this is the browser history. So, you could show them the browser history, say, dude, you're off track. Please get back on track. And if they are still resistant, you can say, do you want me to share this with your parents? Then there's the emailing the parents. You can see Johnny Rotten Jr. was not doing the work, and Johnny Rotten Sr. had to be emailed along with the copy of the browsing history. Now, the one thing is removing computers, confiscating it. I would be very careful about that because that can set up a confrontation that could quickly degenerate. If you need to do that, call administration security. And then these memes, again, these memes are branched off of them. You don't want to send these kind of memes on their document unless they know you really do care about them and you're just trying to joke with them to get them back on track. And then some things they might know, like you're really into funk music, but you've got to explain who Bootsy Collins is, or this won't make any sense to them. But if they see something like this and you're mentioning Bootsy, then yeah, it might be funny to them and they'll get back on track. Or you can use your own pictures, like these are my dog and my daughter's dog. And you can say, Luna and Nala are excited to see you get even more work done. Might be something funny to them. Or you can show a picture in your room to them, or direct them to a spot, or get their attention and point to it and put the comment on their document. Bob would be happy if you got to work. Or these things. They may not know who Frankie Goes to Hollywood was, or they might not know the Star Trek reboot movie, I think from 2009. But these things can be just engaging enough to get their attention in that non confrontational way.